The Fortress Study Group is an international charity registered in the UK, which aims to further the understanding of military fortifications, particularly those designed after the introduction of gunpowder artillery. History. The Fortress Study Group was formed in June 1975 at Pembroke College, Oxford. Amongst the founders were Jock Hamilton Bailey, who became chairman in 1976. The late Quentin Hughes was the founding editor of the annual journal, and His Royal Highness the Duke of Gloucester remains as patron. Other notable members, past and present, include Christopher Duffy, Simon Pepper, Anthony Kemp, Victor Smith, David Barnes, Major Davies and Amp. Mrs. Davies, Sheila Sutcliffe, Arthur Corney, Henry Wills and the late Andrew Saunders, Ian V. Hogg and General Whitworth. There are currently around 600 members worldwide. Activities. The group publishes an annual peer-reviewed journal entitled Fort, which contains articles on fortifications throughout the world, and Casemate, a newsletter published 3 times a year. Annual conferences and lecture days are held in the UK in order to disseminate new research on the subject. Tours of fortifications outside the UK are also organised, often with access to sites not open to the public, in cooperation with other similar groups and local councils. There is a specialist library on the subject of fortification which is held at Fort Nelson. The group also offers small grants for the publication of works on fortification, such as ramparts of empire and a castle, town defences and artillery fortifications in Britain and Ireland. A bibliography 1945 to 2006. The preservation of fortifications through providing specialist advice to planners, developers, local authorities and owners. Small grants have also been made, called FSG preservation grants. For example, to High Knoll Fort, St Helena, the Needles Battery, IOW for gun carriage restoration, the Royal Engineers Library and Museum, Chatham for a new display model of Fort Cliff, and Fort Tourges, Alderney for new signage for a battery. Starting in 2014, FSG makes an award to distinguish outstanding renovation of fortifications. The FSG award is a plaque and was first awarded to Landguard Fort in Felixstowe. In 2014, FSG started a forum for members and non-members who share an interest in learning about fortification and a Twitter account at Forts Group. The Fortress Study Group was involved in the Defensive Britain project, which aimed to record all surviving 20th-century defences in Britain. The group surveyed 270 sites on the Holderness coast in the UK in 1992 on behalf of the Royal Commission on the Historic Monuments of England. This formed the basis of the Defensive Britain project under the Council for British Archaeology. Individual members have also been involved with restoration projects such as Fort Amherst, Harwich Redoubt, the Needles Battery, and New Haven Fort. One member, George Greer, has restored Chapel Bay Fort, is helped by volunteers and a Welsh Assembly grant.